What if the life you're living right now isn't an accident? What if, before you were born, you made the choice to experience everything you're going through, your successes, your failures, your challenges, your relationships, before stepping into this world? What if you were the architect of your own existence, selecting every aspect of your life as part of a larger plan? This idea, while mind-boggling, is one that has intrigued philosophers, spiritual thinkers, and curious souls for centuries. But what if it were true? Could it reshape everything we know about our existence? Let's dive deeper into this fascinating concept. Our journey begins at the dawn of time itself. Nearly 14 billion years ago, the universe came into being. From a single point of unimaginable energy, the cosmos unfolded in a moment of extraordinary chaos and creation. Stars ignited, galaxies formed, and in a small corner of the universe, a planet was born: Earth. But the story doesn't end there. What followed over billions of years was the gradual emergence of life. First came simple organisms, tiny specks of life that existed in the primordial oceans. These simple creatures eventually evolved into more complex beings, with the dinosaurs ruling the earth and mammals gradually taking their place. Then humans appeared. But unlike other creatures, humans did something truly unique. We began to ask questions. We looked at the stars and wondered, what's out there? Why are we here? What is the meaning of life? We questioned our existence, our purpose, and the nature of the universe. While other creatures are driven by survival, we are driven by the quest for meaning. But what if this drive to question, this yearning to understand, comes from something deeper? What if it's a memory, a faint echo, of choices we made before we entered this world? What if, before we were born, we stood at the threshold of existence and chose the very life we are living now? For many, the soul is seen as eternal, existing before birth and continuing after death. Spiritual traditions from around the world have proposed that our souls reside in a realm beyond time and space, where they choose the lives they will experience on Earth. Imagine a pre-birth council, a cosmic planning meeting where souls sit with higher beings, guides, or ancestors, reviewing the lessons they wish to learn. Perhaps you, as a soul, sit there, considering your options. Do you want to experience joy and suffering, love and loss, wealth and poverty? Each scenario carefully chosen, each life selected with purpose. Why would a soul choose pain? This is a difficult question to answer, but many believe that adversity shapes us in ways that nothing else can. Just like a blade forged in fire, challenges refine the soul, allowing it to grow, evolve, and expand. Maybe the struggles we face, loss, heartache, failure, are not punishments, but opportunities to learn and grow. In the grand tapestry of existence, our hardships could be just as valuable as our triumphs, each offering lessons that are essential to our soul's evolution. But what if the world we live in is more than just a physical reality? What if this life we experience is a simulation, a highly advanced virtual reality, designed to teach us, challenge us, and allow us to explore the deepest aspects of our being? What if, like a character in a video game, we choose our life before we enter it? Just as a gamer selects a character, sets the difficulty level, and begins the adventure, perhaps we choose our life before we are born. We select our environment, the challenges we'll face, and the roles we'll play. Once we enter the game, however, we forget it's a game. Every moment feels real, our joy, our pain, our experiences. The simulation, if it is one, becomes our reality. But why would a soul willingly choose hardship? It's tempting to think that life should be easy, smooth, comfortable, free of struggle. Yet, without challenges, how could we truly understand the value of peace? How could we appreciate love without having experienced loss? Life is a mixture of opposites: happiness and sorrow, success and failure, love and loneliness. These contrasts are what give life meaning. If we were souls who had only known peace, could we truly understand joy? Could we truly appreciate love without first experiencing loss? Perhaps the hardships we face are part of the design, not as punishments, but as opportunities for growth. They shape our character and expand our understanding of the universe. Now let's consider what this means for us as individuals. If we really are the architects of our own lives, it changes everything. The challenges we face, the pain we endure, the relationships we form, they aren't accidents. They are part of a plan, a blueprint that we helped design before we were born. Each hardship, every joy, every tear, every triumph, all of it is woven into a greater design, a design we chose. This idea invites us to reconsider how we view ourselves and our circumstances. Instead of seeing ourselves as victims of fate, we become creators of our destiny. The challenges we face are not random. They are lessons we chose to learn, opportunities for growth that we carefully selected before we were born. But this idea isn't without its skeptics. Some argue that life is shaped by chance, biology, or social circumstances. Maybe we don't choose our lives. Maybe we're simply the product of random events, genetics, environment, and circumstance. If souls do exist, why would anyone choose suffering? Why would anyone choose hardship? These are valid questions, and they remind us that much of existence remains a mystery. Perhaps the truth lies somewhere in between the idea of pre-life choices and the randomness of chance. Maybe there is a realm beyond our understanding, a place where the answers lie hidden. Or perhaps we are meant to live the mystery itself, without ever fully understanding it. So what if this theory is true? What if we really did choose our lives before we were born? How would it change the way we live? If we saw every hardship as part of a grand design, would we approach our struggles differently? What if we viewed every relationship as a sacred agreement, a contract made between souls to help each other grow? What if we believed that every person who enters our life, every challenge we face is part of a cosmic plan, crafted by us for our own growth? If this is true, it also means that we are not helpless. We are not victims of our circumstances. We are powerful, sovereign beings with the ability to shape our reality. By embracing this perspective, we take ownership of our lives. Every challenge becomes an opportunity for growth. Every struggle becomes a stepping stone on our journey. We are not at the mercy of life. We are the creators of it. In the end, whether or not we choose our lives before birth, this idea offers something profound, a sense of purpose. It reminds us that our experiences, no matter how difficult, have meaning. Even the hardships we face can be seen as part of a larger plan, one that we set into motion before we were born. It's a powerful perspective, one that encourages us to live with intention and to approach life with a sense of purpose. And perhaps that's the most important lesson of all, to live our lives as though they matter, because in the grand scheme of existence, they do. Now consider this. If you could go back and choose your life, would you do it again? Would you select the same challenges, the same people, the same path? Or would you choose a different journey, one that avoids suffering, that leads to happiness and peace? The answer may reveal something important about how we view our lives and the power we have to shape our own destiny. This idea challenges us to think differently about life and the role we play in it. It invites us to view ourselves not as passive participants, but as active creators, architects of our existence. It encourages us to see every experience as a choice, every moment as an opportunity for growth. And in doing so, it empowers us to live with purpose and intention, knowing that we are not victims of fate, but creators of our own reality. So, what do you think? Do you believe that we choose our lives before we are born? Or is life simply a series of random events, shaped by chance and circumstance? Share your thoughts and join the conversation. Let's continue to explore this fascinating mystery together. What if the life you are living right now is just a game? a cosmic simulation created by higher beings, gods, or an advanced spiritual force? What if, in the grand scheme of the universe, we are nothing more than characters in a video game, designed for a higher purpose, a larger plan, or perhaps even for entertainment? This idea is both ancient and modern, spanning religious, philosophical, and scientific thought. Could we really be part of a vast, intricate simulation, programmed and controlled by entities beyond our comprehension? Let's explore this thought-provoking question. Imagine for a moment that the reality we experience is not as solid as it seems. What if everything we see, feel, and interact with, the world, the people, the sky above us, is not real in the way we understand reality? Instead, it's a carefully constructed environment, a digital landscape that mimics the real world but is, in fact, an illusion. What if we are nothing more than lines of code, algorithms, and data playing out our lives on a grand, universal scale? This concept of life as a simulation isn't as outlandish as it may sound. In fact, many modern thinkers have explored it, including philosopher Nick Bostrom, who proposed what's known as the simulation hypothesis. Bostrom suggests that if advanced civilizations reach a level of technological sophistication where they can create fully immersive simulations, it's highly likely that we are living in one. According to this theory, the entities running the simulation could be gods, higher dimensional beings, or even humans from the future who have created this virtual reality to study life, test hypotheses, or simply entertain themselves. But why would anyone or anything create a simulation like this? What is the purpose? Could it be that we are designed to learn, grow, and evolve, much like characters in a video game are meant to complete certain tasks, solve problems, and progress through different levels? Perhaps these higher beings, these gods, or advanced spirits, are using us to explore the nature of existence, consciousness, or morality. They might be watching us, guiding us, or even interacting with us in subtle ways, observing how we make choices, how we handle pain, how we experience joy, and how we ultimately evolve. Consider how a player interacts with characters in a game. The player doesn't control every action of the character, but instead influences their environment and decisions. Maybe the gods or spirits are doing something similar. They've designed a vast, complex world with its own rules, and they watch how we navigate through it. Are we simply avatars in a grand game, with each of us assigned a role to play? Are we constantly being tested, our decisions evaluated by these higher beings? If we are in a simulation, it raises some fascinating questions. Do we have free will, or are our choices predetermined? Are we aware of the game we're in, or do we believe the simulation is our reality? What if, when we die, it's simply a game over screen, and we are reincarnated into another simulation or level, continuing our journey through existence under new parameters? What if we are, in fact, players ourselves, participating in a larger game, with each life being another round in a vast, eternal cycle? The idea of being part of a game designed by higher beings leads to some profound implications. It challenges our sense of individuality, our perception of reality, and the meaning of life itself. If we are simply characters in a simulation, does that mean our lives are insignificant? Or does it mean we are part of something much greater, something beyond our understanding, where the boundaries of space and time are mere illusions? What if the higher beings who created this simulation are actually using it to learn from us as much as we learn from them? This concept isn't just limited to science fiction or philosophy. It connects to ancient religious ideas as well. Many spiritual traditions speak of a divine game or cosmic play. In Hinduism, for example, the concept of Lila refers to the divine play of the gods, where the universe is created, maintained, and destroyed in an eternal dance of creation. Could this play be an analogy for the idea of a simulation, a game played by the divine, with each of us as participants in the cosmic drama? In other traditions, The gods are seen as creators who mold and shape the world, testing the souls of humans to see how they respond to different challenges and experiences. Could it be that we are the avatars in this divine game, navigating our way through life with a sense of purpose, unaware that we are part of a larger plan? And if this is the case, what does it mean for our understanding of free will, destiny, and purpose? If we are merely characters in a game, does it diminish the significance of our choices, or does it elevate them, knowing that we are playing a role in a much grander cosmic drama? Another intriguing thought is the idea that we, too, may be playing the game from a higher perspective. Imagine, if you will, that just as we guide the avatars in a video,